Welcome back. With me now is Coach Roy Austin, and he is with Libraries for Kids, and that is putting books in the hands of kids in Kenya. But lots have changed since we've last spoken with you, but we want to get to those changes. But if anybody doesn't know about Libraries for Kids, just kind of give us a little background first.
Sure. We help rural schools in Kenya that have little or no electricity or internet access to establish libraries. There's over 6,700 such rural schools. They're very remote. When I started this 4 years ago, or 3.5 years ago, I was just going to send books to one school. And somehow it kind of a mushroom from there, and it has grown beyond my wildest imagination.
It's just amazing. I mean, that's a huge number, 6,700.
Yeah.
And it's just so wonderful that you're doing this. So tell us about some of the changes and what's coming up. And
well, where we are right now is we've put books in 3,021 schools.
Wow.
And
that's another very impressive number. I mean,
it surprised me too, Betsy. That represents roughly 680,000 children who now have books.
That's amazing.
Each school doesn't get a whole lot of books, but then the schools aren't very big to begin with, and they're very remote. In July, I was there for the whole month, and we got to visit a lot of schools along with my daughter and my granddaughter who came along on the trip.
What a wonderful experience for all of you, I'm sure.
They love my granddaughter. They'd never seen blonde hair before.
Wow.
So they all wanted to touch her hair.
Yeah. It's like magic.
But, they were much more interested in talking to her than they were in talking to me. So.
Well, she's more their size, probably.
Well, and more their age.
Right.
So, but it was a wonderful trip, and I thoroughly enjoyed meeting and talking to the kids. And it just reinforces, my passion to keep this thing going and to get more books to more schools.
Well, how did you come up with this idea in the first place?
Quite by accident.
Okay.
I went to Africa in 2018 at my wife's urging, and she could not do long plane flights because of her high blood pressure, and that's eventually what took her life 2 years ago. But she kept saying, "Go while you still can," and she knew I'd always wanted to see the animals. So I said, "Okay, you've brought it up enough times. I'm not going to feel guilty about leaving without you." So I went. And one of the places we visited was a rural school in Kenya, near Amboseli National Park, and it was served a tribe of Maasai. And somebody in the tour group asked the teacher, "Do you have a library?" And her face lit up, and she said, "No, but we'd love to." And I couldn't stop thinking about this. How hard can this be? We'll get some books donated. We'll ship them over.
Right.
Initially, we mailed books through the post office. We've graduated to shipping container loads, which carry an average around 40,000 books, sometimes more.
It just gives me goosebumps, really. It really does.
We have 2 containers that are in Marietta, Georgia right now that are scheduled to leave there September 6th. And then they'll go by ocean to Mombasa and go through customs. And once they get there, then they're ours. We've got a fantastic team of people in Kenya. And the obstacles that they have overcome to get books delivered is nothing short of amazing.
I'm sure.
Usually the last part of the delivery is on the back of a motorcycle.
Wow.
So you put 2 or 3 boxes of books on the back of a motorcycle, and some schools are so remote that even the motorcycles can't get there.
Wow, so they have to hike them in. Wow.
So,
well, what a wonderful thing you're doing. I think it's just amazing. I know you do a lot of events in support of this. Is anything coming up, or how can somebody get involved if they want to help you?
Well, if they want to get involved, they can contact me at our website, which the new one went live today.
Oh, very exciting.
So that's exciting. And I don't know if you've got my contact information.
Oh, it'll all be on the screen,
I'll be on the screen.
Yeah.
But that would be the easiest way. We're always looking for volunteers. But our next big event will be our annual fundraiser, April 22nd, which is World Book Day, and we're still working on the details for that.
Okay. Well, thank you, Roy, for being with us, and thank you for this wonderful thing that you're doing. It's just really amazing. And
thank you, Betsy.
So appreciate it.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be back with more. Stay with us.